Scoliosis is a common condition where the spine irregularly twists and curves to one side. If left untreated, it can lead to back pain, abnormal posture, and breathing problems. Shriners Children's Hawaiʻi is helping to get the word out that June is Scoliosis Awareness Month. And here to share a little bit more about this condition are Anna, who is both scoliosis and kyphosis. I want to hear a little bit about that. And her dad, Stephen. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, Stephen, can you tell me a little bit about how you first learned that Anna had both scoliosis and kyphosis and what these things are?
Sure. It all started when Anna was about 9 years old, and she was sitting at the dinner table, and my wife and I noticed that she was kind of hunching, leaning over, not with good posture, and so we reminded her, hey, you need to sit up straight.
Sit up.
And then after telling her a few times, we noticed that she couldn't. So right away, something's wrong. So we go take her to our pediatrician, and initially they kind of dismissed us and said, oh no, she's just gonna grow out of it, she's fine. But my wife, having that mother intuition and persistence, followed up with additional pediatricians who then went ahead and diagnosed her as having the scoliosis and the kyphosis. However, they didn't have the means to treat her for that condition, so they referred us to Shriners because they have experts in that type of pediatric spinal care. And so that's how we ended up going to Shriners Hospital and getting more in-depth care for her.
Well, thank you to your wife who was persistent and saw that there was a need for help, right? Anna, can you tell me a little bit about your condition, about your symptoms and how your life was when you were first diagnosed?
Yeah, so kyphosis is the excessive rounding of the upper spine, so kind of like a hunching position, while scoliosis is where your spine curves like a C or like an S. I had to wear this first brace for 20 hours a day.
Oh, this is hard.
And only taking it off for physical activity. Before I received bracing, I experienced symptoms like back pain, uneven shoulders and hips, and my back was very stiff. When I looked in the mirror, I noticed that my shoulder blades would kind of like stick out, which I didn't think was normal at the time. And before I came to Shriners, I was definitely in a lot of discomfort, especially while I'm sitting down in class. I would get up for recess and I was like, it's
sore.
Really stiff, yeah. After I got my first brace, it took a little while to adjust to, especially because it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it rubs a little. It's hard to find clothes that fit both under and over the brace. But after a while, with the support of Shriners, my friends and teammates, I definitely got used to it.
I love it. And since you are how old now?
16.
16, diagnosed at 9?
Yes.
I'm going to kick a question back to your dad, but I kind of want you to think about your life now, because I'm going to ask you about that. Stephen, what do you appreciate most about her care at Shriners Children's?
Well, the amazing thing about Shriners Children's and their care is the staff is very positive and very uplifting. So not only are they providing state-of-the-art care because they're experts, I mean, they have the only low-dose radiation equipment in the whole Pacific region. Because of her condition, she has to do multiple x-rays, and so you don't want to be subjected, especially as a growing child, to high doses of radiation that's not very healthy. But then also from the social standpoint, they don't treat her just like a patient, they treat her like a member of their family.
I do love that. And Anna, you look like you're thriving today, sister. Tell me about some of the activities that you can now do and what your life is like.
Yeah, so I'm the captain of my club soccer team my freshman year of high school.
That's awesome.
I made varsity. I also compete in 4 events for track and swim competitively, as well as doing Muay Thai. And then another one of my passions of mine is actually playing piano. I know.
And that requires sitting up.
Yeah.
That requires posture. And
for sure.
Anna, you're amazing.
Thank
you so much for sharing your story. I think that our viewers are going to appreciate it, and especially maybe other children out there who might be going through the same pains as you. Maybe mom and dad might take a look at them and see, hey, you know what, maybe we need a little bit of help.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. Anna, Stephen, we appreciate you being here. And again, it is Scoliosis Awareness Month. So please make sure you're keeping your babies and your families healthy at this time. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Right here on Island Life Live.
My hero, I tell you.
Muay
That
Thai.
girl is my hero. Muay Thai, soccer, track, piano, and all of that with scoliosis and kyphosis. It's
Thank
crazy.
you, Shriners. You guys are so awesome. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Before we do, it's National Rotisserie Chicken Day. So, Yuso Aka, my question is this. What's the time limit Costco allows its rotisserie chickens to sit on the shelf? Is it 45 minutes?